Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a review on two different holsters for the Smith & Wesson Shield or single stack 9mm. First is the Uncle Mike's size 16. It's made out of a pretty thin material, and it has this clip. And it's like a one piece that's kind of sewed in here. Looks to be double stitched. I started with this because I got this for free, and this is my shield, and it fits pretty good. Very it's a perfect fit, and you know, it has this little extra material here so it doesn't so the slide doesn't rub up against you when you're doing the appendix carry. There isn't really much retention. It's just kind of a slip-on. Just something for you to, you know, carry your weapon. The clip is not very good. And these are pretty cheap. But if you just want something to kind of get you through to a better holster, you know, this is probably going to be it. I mean, if they offered it for free, I mean, I would take it, or if you're on a budget, you know, I would take it. But then, you know, if you wanted something better, we have this. And this is my first in the waistband Kydex product by Cooks. And I bought this off eBay. I got it for around $35 used. Came with two different clips. It's the carbon fiber model, the second generation, because the first generation had the regular clip, and then and I think it was part of the body itself, and then those kept breaking off, so they went back to the drawing board and then designed this guy. So one thing I must question is that I don't believe that there's any identifying markers on this product at all to say that it's a Cooks product, unless there's like some type of spot I don't know about. And a lot of people just buy this Kydex material and then can make it themselves. So, you know, I don't really know if this is a real Cooks product. However, it is a quality product, I can tell. And also, in the used market, you can get a lot for your money. So if I paid $35 for this, I've seen Galco King Tucks, which were about 70 or 80 brand new, I believe, which is like the 4 or 5 o'clock, or the behind the back half Kydex backed with leather hybrid holsters. And I've seen those for about $35 as well, and a lot of other pretty decent holsters for under $50. So value of money, I mean, in my opinion, this held pretty good value compared to all the other ones, especially if you know that, you know, leather and Kydex together is going to cost more in materials as opposed to this. And I've also looked at the Incog G code, which was a little more expensive than this used. However, that particular holster, it looks very well engineered. I don't know how well it's going to work because the clips to the side instead of kind of towards the center, and also for the fact that it looks a little bit more thicker. It looks like a very commercial product. This one, I think someone like a very good hobbyist can kind of make this at their house as opposed to the Incog. But I've asked a lot of people between the Incog and the Cooks, and they say they like the Cooks better because it may be a thinner product. And it definitely gets the job done. But MSRP, buying brand new, they're pretty much very similar in cost. Plus minus $10 or $5 or whatever. They're like $60. So what I can say, if this is a Cooks product, that what sets this holster apart from the other holsters is that there's a lot of detail that went into this holster. So over here there's like some type of little O-ring or something. It has very good metal hardware, and you could change the retention on this. and the fit is very nice. It's super smooth drawing that out, super smooth. So not only that, the edges are all rounded. Like nothing's gonna like scratch you or, you know, cause any scrapes to you at all. Everything is rounded. And all the insides are rounded too, so like it's really a very refined product. And it also has the carbon fiber, but then again, you could also probably buy that part. And this one also covers the magazine release, has a little bit of extra material over here to kind of protect you from the slide. Has a little extra material over here, so I guess it can clear the front sight when drawing it out, or you can get like higher sights or whatnot. And also, if you take this off, I believe this hole is a little bit longer over here, so you can adjust the cant on it. So at the angle of which you kind of can draw your weapon. And also it came with 2 different clips. I don't know if it's standard comes like that or if you have to buy the other one, but this is one clip and the other one seems to be just a little bit longer. And this is definitely a comfortable system. And this is almost flush with the trigger guard. The trigger guard protrudes out just a little bit more. I don't think that really matters at all because nothing's getting in here. I mean, this is a very, very good fit product. So if you technically can make one of these, you know, lay the gun down, have like a little block over here to kind of raise that up a little bit and kind of form the Kydex over it and then polish everything up. I really couldn't tell if you're, you know, going to be selling a product as a Cook's product, or if you're going to be selling an actual Cook's product. Like it's really hard to tell. So Cooks, if you're watching my video, I do like your product. I believe you should probably put some identifying markers into it to kind of, you know, distinguish your product from other people's, your product from, you know, other people that are making Kydex products, because I feel like a lot of people are just, you know, making Kydex holsters at home. And, you know, I'm not saying that they're bad products, but, you know, I do value entrepreneurs and people who are trying to make a business out of it, you know, but I don't think that you should be selling a product as someone else's product or anything like that. So, great holster. I just, you know, don't know if it's really a Cook's, but I'm just gonna assume that it is a Cook's because I bought it listed as a Cook's. And I chose this holster versus a leather holster because of the fact that a lot of people didn't really have great reviews on the leather holsters. Sure, they're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable, but then again, the moisture on the slide, the moisture that's going to accumulate within the leather sometimes might cause wear on your slide or the barrel because, you know, moisture trapped in the inside. And I've had that CZ problem in my other video, if you've ever watched one of my other videos, so I didn't want that. I do like comfort, so the leather was, you know, kind of appealing to me. But then again, leather kind of hugs materials in a certain way, so it may be a little bit harder to draw it out, and perhaps the clip systems might not be as efficient as something that a Kydex could do. So perhaps maybe if someone can come up with a product that mixes leather and Kydex into a smaller package, because I've seen the ones where it's like a mini paddle in the waistband, where it's like, you know, leather back here, Kydex up top, but it's like this much thicker, or it's this much wider, and that's just, I feel like that's just too much material. So maybe something with you know, some leather, like somehow if you can get some leather up here, especially for the parts that's going to be in contact with your body, or like, you know, exposed part of your body, this area I don't think would matter as much, because, you know, that's just, you know, sitting by your leg or your pant or whatnot. But over here, you know, if this is going to be potentially hitting my skin quite frequently, then maybe a nice little layer of leather, or maybe some type of a rubber, like a rubber coating over here would be pretty nice. And I do know that the Incog had some type of tactical fuzz on their thing to maybe like help you with retention or whatever it does. And that would be maybe something that Cooks or other companies can come out with as well. So this has been my review. It's the Cooks in the waistband appendix holster versus the Uncle Mike's holster. So as you can see, this is going to give you a more deeper concealed carry than this, because this, when this is up to your pant line, it's just exposed just a little bit more. You saw how smooth that was. That was really smooth. Didn't have to play around with it. And this, and if it goes, I mean, it might be about the same, but just for the clip factor alone, I definitely recommend this one. Now, if you had a cheap holster with a nicer clip, I'm sure it would probably be a pretty decent seller. And then if you can somehow make it have a little bit more retention and keep it at like a $10, $15 price point, I'm sure it would sell a lot better. Because, I mean, if it was definitely doing the job, even if I couldn't reholster it every time, but at like a $15 price point, I would definitely consider it. So, Uncle Mike's, if you're looking at this review, which you're probably not, that's something that you could consider. A better clip, or maybe if another company came out with a product where we just rip this guy off and then we put your own clip system, like we take this clip and put it over here and we kind of like sewed it in or something like that, that would definitely be better. Or maybe if you came out with a piece of plastic that has a modular system where you can change out the clips for your needs or something like that, that would be definitely cool. Because, I mean, you're adding just a little bit more cost, but a lot more value, so to say. I mean, I wouldn't mind using this at all if this clip was just a little bit nicer. Because, I mean, it kind of works, but then again, I feel like it is going to break, and it's not as secure as it could be. This is a lot thicker. It's a lot more wider. Has a good hold, and it's less likely to come up. Like the holsters are less likely to come up with you when you're trying to take a draw. So it's a very nice holster. Alright guys, I know I've been on a rant, and I appreciate you watching my video if you made it this far. And I usually tend to go on tangents, so I'm going to be leaving small comments at the bottom to kind of give you my general outline of what all I talked about. And stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.